And good morning to everyone. Today is Tuesday, May the 11th. I hope your morning is going well for you as we start this. Remember, before you walk out the door, drag your umbrella with you or your raincoat. Whatever you want to call it, you'll need it before the day is out. At least a 70% chance of rain during the day today, and that'll only increase to tonight with a 90% chance of rain. So you're going to get wet. Drag that with you no matter what you do today so that you'll have everything you need. I hope you're doing well. Boy, and I posted this last night. And by this morning, if you were like me, you came in, you were working on things, and then all of a sudden you realized nationwide there's an issue. And as you look at this is a scene from across America. As we know, the Colonial Pipeline was hijacked, so to speak. It was as they went in with computers and hijacked it and took over it. It was gotten back, and I really don't think there was a shortage of gas at that moment. But since then, Americans have gone out and thought, well, I need to fill up my car in 55-gallon drums, and there is a shortage of what is in gas lines now at the pump. Same thing here in Meridian. As we go over to my page and you take a look at the comments, it was 129 comments last night on this. And most every store I heard, Louisville was nearly completely out, no matter where you went. North Hills area there was out of gas last night. There, the Cefco by Peavy's is a comment there, and the list goes on and on and on of not being gas anywhere. And just put up there was Milton Savelle said this was a media induced panic, and it was. So it's one of those things. Use a little common sense. If you need gas, get it. If you don't go get it, because that is what is causing the shortage. The same as the toilet paper thing. I think I've got a half tank of gas. When it gets down to about a quarter, then I'll think about it. But it's an issue, and it shows you just how quickly. Because you got to remember, they hacked the line. There was already the holding tanks where they get the gas from and ship it from. It had gas. And I'm not a gas guy. I don't know everything. I could talk to some folks, and maybe it's a good idea to interview somebody. But be careful out there. It'll probably get crazy before it gets better during all of this. So be prepared if you go to get gas today, either to be long lines or maybe nothing at all at this point, because it was what you'd call, like in 29, a run on the gas station. I remember as a kid, who remembers this? I was a little bitty fella. Was it 77? Back when Jimmy was in office and there was a shortage of gas and you had to wait and wait. And it seems like I remember that from a kid. But that's what we face this morning across America. Wow. Let's see here. Here's a headline for you that's up here that Candace will join me this morning at 8:30 to talk about all this. The Lutheran Church has the first Christian faith preacher to be a transgender bishop. That's coming up this morning. Let's see here some other things that are happening in the news this morning. This is just, I don't know what to say. Of our veterans are what makes up America. Always has been. And the Biden administration, if you look at the headlines, are not wanting to give the veterans the parking lot of the Pentagon that they've done so many years for the bike rallies that show up for this. The Rolling Thunder, I think it's called in a lot of places. They pass through towns headed to Washington. We've hosted them, I know, here at the Lauderdale County Ag Center for years as they pass through town. It's a great thing. It was granted to them and then taken back. So worries you. And I know y'all are right there with me. Our patriotism nationwide, or it seems in the media, let me reword that, in the media is at an all-time low. I don't think across the heartland and most Americans that is the real truth. I think they think that they push that long enough, we'll all believe it. And just shameful. So some thoughts there. All right, let's do some good mornings. I hope you're up and had a chance to watch this morning. Thank you. Did I mention we're going to get wet? And some of it could be severe, 1 to 2 inches. We'll get into all that in a second. But if you're walking out the door right now, not paying a whole lot of attention, make sure to grab that. And I made a few changes last night. Can everybody hear me okay? I think I'm going to have to buy another piece of equipment with a new piece of equipment that I got, but I made some changes, and it could have made a teeny-weeny bit of change to the audio. So Let me know if you can hear me decently, because I think I got to do some more changes as we grow bigger and bigger, getting different stuff. Thank you to Elmer Talbert watching this morning. Miss Teresa Westbrook, how are you today? Also, Sarah Martin is watching. Morning. Jeanette Rigdon is watching along with Miss Charlotte Gray. Miss Janet Bounds is up. Sasheen Morgan, how are you, girl? Good morning to you also there. Bree Parker, good morning. Jonathan Tanner is up. Morning. Also, Milton is there. Sylvia Stewart, Miss Joyce Stamper, as she said, good morning to you. As we go down, Debbie, how are you? Ferdinand, how are you today? I hope you do have a good day also there. Terry Carter is up. Morning to everyone. JT is joining us. JT Rigdon there. Bree says she remembers the gas shortage back in the late 70s there. Miss Ann Cook is up. Gilbert Gaddis, morning. Also, good morning to to Jonathan Ritchie. Excuse me there. Beth Vick is up this morning. Teresa Breedlove, have a blessed day to everybody. We all need a blessed day, don't we? Some days just to get it going good there. Teresa Westbrook says the audio sounds fine. That's good to know. And we added some more microphones last night, and whatever this doomy. If you could see in front of me what's laying here in front of me, it's a doohickey. I don't know what this stuff is called. I get people to help me that know what they're doing. And thank you there. Flora Overstreet, how are you? Sarah Martin says it's good. Also, Scott Pogue says it sounds good. Thank you. Good morning from Highway 25, Starkville, Mississippi. Robin Morris, y'all look out for my boy up there. Dylan Ray's up there in Stark, Vegas. Make sure he acts right. Called me last night, needed some boots. So he's got to go off into the wild blue yonder there. Let's see, LaWanda Grantham, sounds good and portable. Thank you. Nick Dow, good morning to you there, Cornbread. Terry Carter says the audio is good. Good morning to Robin Sullivan. Also, Lori Ulmer says she's watching. Thank you. First-time watcher. We appreciate that. Thank you for joining. We've got a few things we'll discuss. You'll learn all about what's going on with us here. Good morning, watching from Valsburg, Mississippi. Thanks to James Sullivan. Also, David Scarborough watching. Sounds good. Donna White, how are you today? Glad to have you joining us as well. Sounds great. Jan Butler, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Always put a smile on my face, she says. Hope it's good there for you. Miss Betty Graham and Sylvia Stewart says it sounds real good. East Quitman and Nick says it sounds good there. It looks like as we made the announcement that we will be going into television also. And again, the coverage will continue here on Facebook and also on YouTube. You'll be able to watch that. It looks like our due date for television is going to be the 24th of this month. So look for some MeTV television starting that is a Monday the 24th. I had to look at my big calendar behind me there. But that's when we'll go on television, simulcast all of this at the same time. And we appreciate everybody joining us on that. Now, let's talk about a little bit of weather of what's going on this morning. Let's go to radar here and take a look at what we're showing up this morning across East Mississippi and West Alabama. We do have, as you can see, down on the coast here, we've got a flash flood watch that is in effect. And let me go over here and hit another button so we can put this stream up. I sometimes don't think things through of getting all my buttons going before I go on. And this morning I done that also. So I got that. Now let me go back here and turn this. Yeah. Hush all that. Scrolling text. I want to say this is what I need to do. Think. Let's turn that on and see if that done it. Nope, that didn't it. So I'll come back to that here in a little bit, and I'll have that fixed in a little while. Oh, that's why it's not working. I'm not on the right page. That makes sense. And I talk as I go along. I apologize about this. This is just one of those things. You have to have this on for that to be at the top of the screen to let you know what the watches are that are out there. All right, as we go into this, down on the coast, as I mentioned, from Gulfport up to Hattiesburg this morning is a flash flood watch. All of this area that's in green, let's turn off radar for just a brief second so you can see all of this area. And this is going to stretch back from Mobile right there at Pensacola all the way to Tyler, Texas. So this is a big rainstorm that they're expecting to roll through here. Expect that today. This is going to be through, I think, This is through 1 p.m. this afternoon. Now, we're expecting a little bit of rain ourselves there. As we go north here, and we go due north of Tuscaloosa, showers happening this morning in the edge of Alabama. Now, as we zoom in a little bit closer, and let's look at this on a local level, it's a sprinkle or two here. As we get into Noxubee County here, east of the Dollar General there at Sugarlock and Sugarlock Lumber, a little bit east of the Kentucky Fried Chicken as we go here due north of Highway 14 as you're going into Winston County there at Lake Forest Ranch, a few showers, and just east here of the pit stop there in Nanawaya, there's a few showers, and around Noxapater, nothing heavy. We have to go over here around Jackson, due north of there, north of Pearl, showers. And the further you get toward Louisiana, the more it's going to be heavy. As we get to Monroe and Ruston, Louisiana, right through these areas here, it's pouring rain there this morning. Heavy showers. And then you get into the thunderstorms around Lake Charles, Louisiana this morning, all the way over to Baton Rouge. These areas here is where it's really cutting up. All right, let's look at our severe weather of what my system tells us to expect today of the storms. Here's the outlook on this. Let's turn this off where you can see pretty good here. This is going to stretch all the way from Odessa, Texas, all the way over to the east coast of Jacksonville. And this is a Category 1 is what we're looking at of bad weather 1 through 5. Now, as you look at this line cuts through here. They've included all of Kemper County because that's an imaginary line, but that's going to stop short of making it exactly to Scuba and cut right across. This is going to be where the old putwood yard was there if you're going through Highway 45 as you go through Sickanotchee. Right there before you get to Baca Valley is the line that cuts across right about where the fire tower is there in DeKalb and on across just north of Highway 16 and through downtown Philadelphia and then back across through Carthage here as we go across and the western side. Everything due south of here to the coast is included in that. And that's a closer look at what to expect on that today. As we look for tomorrow, let's go ahead and pull in on this and look at what our storms will be on Wednesday. And it shows us that's going to be the heavy showers will be east. We got some light stuff here, but the worst of the weather tomorrow will be from Tallahassee to Jacksonville. And as we look ahead to one more day of severe weather, let's take a look, make sure that we don't get included in any of that. And it's out of our area. We'll have some light rain, but nothing heavy in our area. So that's good news. For the most part, all the way across the United States, it will look pretty good as we look 3 days in advance on severe weather. So not so bad there as we look at that. All right, we'll get into the forecast here in just a moment and to break it down to what to expect today because it will be wet. And I, again, urge you to take that umbrella because it's a handy thing. As we talk about our friends over at Masterflow Plumbing, and these folks help you out from the areas that they cover is going to be from the Hattiesburg area due south all the way down to the coast. If you need anything done in those areas, talk to them. They're professionals, been doing this for 36 years. If you have an issue underneath your home, whether it's concrete, wood slab, they can get under it and fix it. Not everybody likes doing that, but they do. This is what you'd call a tunnel job, tracking down the problem and getting to it. If you need to have that line replaced in the front yard, they can do that as well. Whether it's a sewer line or just as simple as getting your water line redone. There become issues. Stumps, trees, we know how that happens there. And this is a line going to a house there that had to be redone where it connects to the water out front. This is another one of those examples of that metal pipe that rusts and falls through. If it's been there a while, any house that was built up through the 70s probably has those metal pipes underneath it. You have to redo those. As we find slab leaks, if you're looking for faucets to be replaced or a clean-out valve. Clean out, getting your pipes cleaned out. $125 flat charge with a 60-day warranty, and they don't charge you to come. Getting your water tanks redone there. If you need a water heater, they'll do that along with toilets. And also, they can do some towel jobs there. If you've got a bathroom going, talk to them. They can fix that. That looks good, doesn't it? Another shower look there that they completed when they were working. They can do it all for you. Licensed and insured, Masterflow Plumbing. Talk to them from the Mississippi Gulf Coast all the way to Hattiesburg. Anything that you need when it comes to plumbing, they are the specialist, and they'll help you out there. All right, as we turn to what the National Weather Service tells us, and let's jump on that this morning and see what they have to tell us. Brought to us by the good folks there at EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. We look back on today and what happened. It was quite a warm day back in 2002. Does it seem 2002 was that long ago? You're looking at, 19 years? Have mercy. It just seems like yesterday we're all downtown Meridian talking about Y2K. In 1989, the record low on today was 43 degrees. Brr. That's a little bit longer ago. As we look at today, we do have showers. We're looking for a high of about 78 today. As you get down to Laurel, 77. Up through Philadelphia and up through Louisville, you're looking at 76. And the further north you go, the lighter the rain becomes. So that's good news. As we step across that Bama state line, as we show today, Demopolis and York, Alabama, these areas are going to be about 79 degrees today. The further north you go, About 67 there in Hamilton, Alabama. Not bad. We'll stay above the 60s today. Tomorrow, not so much. This is our severe weather that we're looking at for today. Again, that's that line that we looked at that cut across there in Kemper County, right about where the wood yard is. It's going to be this afternoon into the early evening hours. So anytime, I'd say after 3 o'clock, be ready for a lot of rain, possible thunderstorms, damaging wind gusts, and we could get some hail. There's no tornadoes mixed in with this, so don't worry about that. But rain and wind is our biggest thing that we would have from these storms that are rolling through today. As we look at this is the threat of flash flooding. Now, the further south you go, as we looked at where we had those flash flood watches that were out on the coast, that's where it picks up, right here just south of Laurel, and we'll go all the way to the coast. Brookhaven, you're involved in this. Natchez, Mississippi, just south of Vicksburg is that line. And our area is listed as a 1 out of a 5 on the threat of flooding. Will get anywhere from 1 to 2 inches this afternoon is what we're looking at. So be prepared. Umbrella weather is what I mentioned there. You got to have that. Again, this is that hurricane preparedness week as we get ready for June to come in. So what's going to happen to temperatures as we look at what the National Weather Service tells us over the next 10 days? Right in here, we're going to be kind of neutral. In the central portion of Mississippi and Alabama. Now, the further west you go in northwest, the warmer it will be. Florida, expected to be a little bit cooler over the next few days, next 10 days. As we dig into our forecast, and let me pull up this extended forecast and put this up where you can see this as I get into what we're going to expect on the forecast. Now, today, we're looking at that 70% chance of showers after 8 a.m. So we've got roughly an hour and 15 minutes before the rain possibly gets into our area. It's going to be 77 for the high. Tonight, that 70% chance of rain will increase to a 90% chance of rain. And we will get somewhere between 1 to 2 inches of rain, so expect it to be heavy before it's all said and done. The low will get to about 60 tonight. By tomorrow, the rain is not gone. We'll have a 70% chance of rain still lingering after 7 a.m. 69 is what we're expected tomorrow. So cooler weather tomorrow as we're getting to about 77 today. We'll be roughly 10 degrees cooler tomorrow. We're down to a Wednesday night, 30% chance of showers. And by Thursday, it's making its way out. We'll get sunshine in 71 by the afternoon. Friday looks good. We'll get back to 76. And the weekend, we're looking at 80 degrees and sunshine on Saturday. So that's good as you look at this across here. It's getting out of here. There's just that slight chance of rain there. And by the weekend, perfect weather there. Rolling into Monday, we got that 84 degrees. Let's go ahead and jump ahead for a few more days, another week into May as we get into this. This will go all the way through the 25th of May. We're back into the 80s as we reach the 20th of the month, and we've got scattered thunderstorms that are still in that forecast, and by the 24th we'll get sunshine again as we head for Memorial weekend there. So rain in the forecast, there's no doubt about it. For today all the way through Thursday afternoon we'll get back to sunshine. So we got 2 days of the wet stuff. Can y'all handle that? I hope so, because it's just going to be messy for a few days. Keep in mind with this, I've seen this happen several times of pulling off the edges of a road. If you stop on the shoulder of the road, you will get stuck. There's been so much rain come down, and we're going to get more of this, so be prepared for that as over the next few days for more of that to happen. So that's a quick look at that. Also, I wanted to mention, where'd she go? Let's talk about Snowden and Company. If you haven't visited with Amanda, if you're thinking of selling your home, and that's one of these things right now, home prices, if you're looking to move before the next school year, move into a different school district, talk to Snowden and Company. They'll help you find that home to get you where you need to go. There's a lot of people that do this each year. They switch around, get ready to do that. If you're going to build a home and you need to sell your home, talk to her first. She'll help you. 453-3937. They're located, I guess, what you'd call the North Hills area there, Poplar Springs Drive. Drop in to see them. If it's time to sell, they're the folks to talk to. Born and raised in this area, she's a professional. She's got a lot of folks that work for her. They've got great marketing strategy to help you sell your home. They can expose it to a lot of people. They're skilled negotiators. They'll help you. They'll get exactly what you're looking for. Talk to her today. A few homes that are out there, and they do specialize in that Lauderdale, Kemper, Newton, Neshoba, Clark County areas. Here's a few of those homes that they've got there. And you can visit their website as well at snowdenrealestate.com. They're open today all the way through 5 o'clock, and they'll do that through Friday by appointment on Saturday and closed on Sunday. If it's time to sell, talk to Amanda. She'll help you there. Again, that's Snowden and Company Real Estate. Great folks here in the Meridian area that'll help you find the home that you're looking for. You can help you build if that's what you want to do. They'll do that. Now, I've got, don't forget, coming up at 8:30, we're still on the 8:30 schedule as we get things ready to move forward with Candace and all. We'll be talking about a lot of things this morning. Love to hear your feedback. You can always contact us here, one of the few places that you can throw this in. We do appreciate you coming in this morning. Thanks a lot. And again, umbrella time. Keep dry today and safe. And we'll be here should that weather become threatening and go live to carry you street by street coverage of it. Again, thanks a bunch, and we'll be back at 8:30 this morning to tell you more about what's going on across America and here locally. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you at 8:30.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by